wanted to tell you a little bit about my new picture book. It's called Mabel and the Big Wide World, and the story is written by Paul Stewart and the pictures are by me, and they're all made out of collage, and it's also available in Dutch. So what I'm going to show you is a little bit of the inside of the book, and then at the end of the video I'll show you a little bit about how I planned out the artwork. I'll show you my roughs and my character sketches and a little bit about the making of the book. But first, about the story. So this little mouse, Mabel, has lots of brothers and sisters who are always trying to get her to come and play outside. But she's scared. She's worried about great big hairy things. She's worried about the teeny weeny scary things. But eventually, all the brothers and sisters manage to persuade her that it's worth looking outside. And that's when she catches a glimpse of a rainbow and she realises that there are many wonderful things out there to see if you're just brave enough to give it a try. And the story ends with her showing her newest little brother, Marco, what it's like out there and encouraging him to step out into the world. I always like it when I'm given someone else's text to illustrate, because you don't really have to worry about the story at all. Your job as an illustrator is just to bring out the best in it, and sometimes you can add some tiny details of your own. This is the book that I planned it all in. So this is where I made my rough drawings of what was going to be on each of the pages. So I've drawn thumbnails for each of the pages. I remember when I was doing these sketches, I was actually on holiday in the Isle of Mull, and I remember sitting in a window seat with this book and my pencil, and outside there was a big log pile, and I thought I'd put that log pile into the story. So after I'd done all these little pencil sketches, I scanned them and then I printed them and I put them together into a little dummy book, which is very helpful for when you want to see how those page turns are going to work. And then at the back of this book, I've got my reference collage works for what each character looks like, and I put little references in so I'd remember exactly which colour paper I'd used for each mouse, and even which colour paint I used to add the little dashes that represent the fur. So these were all done with a dipping pen using gouache. So once I'd finished the planning stage with this book, I started making the actual artwork. It's all handmade by cutting paper and sticking it down in layers, and then I've scanned each individual mouse and put them together using Photoshop. I even sneaked in a little bit of local interest. This is Cannon's house in Mitcham, where I happened to be doing some other illustration work at the same time, and I did some family workshops and we all made collages, and I thought how nice to put Cannon's house in Mabel's world too. I'll just finish by reading you the first couple of pages of the story. Mabel lived in a barn with her sisters and brothers. Mabel was the littlest. Outside the barn was the big, wide world, full of great big hairy things and teeny weeny scary things, said Mabel. She shuddered. I'll just stay in here forever. But then, come and join us, Mabel. It was her sisters and brothers. They'd gone outside without her. I can't, Mabel whispered. She curled up small and closed her eyes. It wasn't easy being Mabel. If you'd like to hear the rest of the story, you'll have to buy the book. It's out on June the 6th with Otter Barry Books. I'll put a link in the caption below this video to help you buy it nice and easily. Thanks for watching.